Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. Today I have a great load drill that's going to help you solidify your load position so that your hands can be in the best, most efficient possible position to give yourself the best chance to make the best contact every single time. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, one of the most common problems I see when we're working through the load, and I've got a lot of students that are hitting the load very, very well, is the breakdown of the load through when we do our stride. So if you know the speed load checkpoints and we get into a nice loaded position, what I'm talking about is when we begin our stride, that the hands start to break down, and the hands will either get into a great position and then move back behind our vertical toe line, or they'll get into a stride position and start to drop down and something breaks down. Now, the speed load checkpoints are designed to put your hands in that most efficient position to attack the ball every single time, and if we get to that same loaded position every single time, we're going to give ourselves the best chance to have the best swing timing. And swing timing is simply knowing how long it takes our hands to get from the loaded position to the ball. And if we get into the right load, if we get into the same exact loaded position every time, the same exact stride every time, we're going to start getting very consistent with our swing timing, which gives us our best chance to time pitches, which is, our best friend when it comes to hitting is timing. So making sure that your hands are in the right loaded position every single time is extremely crucial. So the drill we have today is called the statue drill. And the name statue is so that we can solidify that loaded position. So if you know the speed load checkpoints from the Pro Swing system, we know that we want our hands shoulder height. When we get loaded up, we want our hands behind our shoulder from the face-on view, and we also want our hands in front of our vertical toe line. And those are three very crucial checkpoints to understand when you're doing this drill. Now, the drill is going to look exactly like this. We're going to get into our perfect tee setup, and we're going to work through the load stride swing drill, where we load the hands separately from the stride, then we stride the foot, and we're going to pause in each one of these positions before we swing. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get into our perfect tee setup, and then we're going to do our speed load, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to look back and make sure that we're hitting all of our checkpoints. Then we're going to feel like our hands are locked in this position, that they cannot move. They're still relaxed, but the hands are not moving. And then we're going to take our stride, and those hands are not going to move 1 inch in any direction. And then what we're going to do is we're going to look back at our hands, make sure they're relaxed, look at the ball, and then make a nice smooth swing from that position. Okay, so this is how it's going to look. Okay, we're going to hit our speed load, check it, make sure we're good, stride, look back, check, make sure those hands haven't moved, nice and relaxed. Make a nice swing into a nice balanced finish, making sure you're holding your finish like always. And then I'll show you one here from down the line. Okay, so perfect tee setup. We're going to load the hands. The hands get in that statue, they get locked into place. Then we stride, the hands are nice and relaxed. And then we make a nice swing through the ball into a balanced finish. Now, it's crucial that when you get into that statue position, when you get into that loaded position, that you don't let those hands break down. The next move that they do, where they go is to the ball. They don't go back a little bit and then to the ball. They don't get in that position. They don't go down a little bit and then to the ball. They get into that loaded position in the right checkpoints. They go from that position and they go directly to the ball and through the ball all the way into our full finish. So if you're struggling with your load and it's in a different spot every single time, really work on the statue load. Get a good 50 to 100 perfect repetitions where you're loading those hands and they're not moving when you're striding the foot, and then your hands fire from that position, and you're going to really start getting some repetitive tendencies in your load, which is going to give yourself the best opportunity to time your swing and put your hands in the most ideal position to attack the ball, to give yourself the best chance for the best contact with the most amount of speed. And who wouldn't want all that great stuff, guys? So work through those drills and start seeing huge improvements in your efficiency at the plate. Now guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video, but the load is not the only piece that we need to be efficient. We still need to know how to go from that loaded position into the proper extension points. Now, and that's exactly what we're going to show you how to do in our bonus video that we're going to play a preview of at the end of this video, that you can see by clicking on the link that pops up in the preview or in the description below. And it's going to show you how to get into that perfect extension position every single time to help add on to being in the perfect loaded position every single time. And if you guys have any questions or comments about the video, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. And if you guys can, like, subscribe, and +1 this video on Google. That really helps us grow the channel, and we always appreciate it every single time you guys do. Thanks again for watching, guys. Good luck with your games, good luck with your swings, and we'll see you guys soon. These are all symptoms to improper sequencing in the swing and not getting the right amount of extension at the right time, or where we want to make contact with the ball in relationship to where we want to be extended after contact. And that's the key one. We do want to be extended after contact. Just before full release is when we're going to get maximum velocity on that object. So in a baseball swing, so if we go into contact and we make contact and then we have full release, then we're going to be maximizing our speed into the ball. So that all you have to do is set up the drill properly, make swings, and you're going to start syncing up your swing right away. And that's exactly what this drill is going to do. It's going to help us learn the proper motions to hit the ball correctly. So if I put a digital tee here where we'd want to make contact with the ball, ideally when we're practicing off the tee or we're hitting in the game, we're going to load stride here. You're going to see me get into contact here, and then if I'm still swinging out to this ball in front of me,